Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and the Indian American Business Council co-hosted a Grand Diwali celebration at Chicago City Hall on November 6th. The event featured the Consul General of India, elected officials, and community leaders. Guests included prominent figures such as Chicago City Treasurer Melissa Irvin, Alderwoman Shweta Baid, and Dr. Srinivas Reddy. The ceremony commenced with national anthems and a lamp lighting ceremony. Mayor Johnson expressed gratitude for the Indian American community's contributions to Chicago's development and distributed sweets. Consul General Somnath Ghosh highlighted Diwali's global significance and praised India's diversity and coexistence. The event celebrated the triumph of light over darkness and closed with a vote of thanks from Kirti Kumar Ravuri, emphasizing the community's commitment to future events. Take a look.
Hi everyone, this is Prachi Jetli from IUSA Media, and we are here at the City Hall yet another year celebrating the beautiful festival of Diwali with none other than the Mayor of City of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, and other elected officials and our Consul General, Mr. Somnath Ghosh as well. And there will be speeches, there is going to be a special invocation, devotional invocation as well. And on behalf of the entire team of IUSA Media, we wish you all a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Thank you.
On behalf of Indian American Business Council, the greater Indian American Chicago community, it's given me great honor to welcome all of you. I'm truly grateful to Mayor Brandon Johnson for hosting Diwali celebration at City Hall. Mr. Mayor, Indian American community join me saluting you for your leadership and hosting this grand Diwali festival. Please give a big round of applause to Mayor Brandon Johnson. Thank you very much, Mayor.
And Alderman Jason Irving, Alderman Lamont Robinson, Alderman Michelle Harris, Alderman Vasquez. Thank you for coming today. Thank you. So good to see you.
Just a picture for newspaper. One more, please. One more.
गणेश गिरिजा सुत विनती सुन लीजिए, द्वार खड़े भक्त प्रभु दर्शन अब दीजिए, विनती सुन लीजिए, दर्शन अब दीजिए, विनती सुन लीजिए, दर्शन अब दीजिए, गणेश गिरिजा सुत विनती सुन लीजिए. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Happy Diwali.
And the Indian Consul General Somnath Ghosh.
Honor.
Would you like the microphone?
Yes, it's an honor to.
Hello, sir, please come. Sir, please
There is
Hello,
a
sir.
small memento with me to give on this occasion on the Diwali, sorry.
Well, I'm so grateful for the Indian American community and all of the contributions that are made through education, social services, businesses, culture, the arts, all the traditions that make Chicago the best city in the world. And as we celebrate, the Festival of the Lights, and as we celebrate, Diwali, it's a reminder of how important it is that we show our best. And our best is the light that ultimately breaks through darkness, and particularly at a time where we're divided. And so the tradition and the celebration of Diwali is right on time, because we certainly need light to overwhelm the darkness that exists today. So let's celebrate this festival, and let's continue to make sure that our light shines throughout the entire year. I just wish everyone to have a safe and healthy holiday season. Let's make sure that our families are strengthened and together. Let's provide, and that's what I'm working to do, is to provide the investments so that people can live a healthy life. So happy holidays, and I wish everyone within the Indian community a very prosperous new year.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Mayor Johnson, thank you so much for celebrating Diwali with us. and moreover, your outstanding service to our communities and your commitment to the public safety and mental health crisis in the Chicagoland. You know, it is a pleasure and great honor to be here with so many distinguished guests, elected officials, and community leaders celebrating Diwali at this historic city hall in the most beautiful city on the planet Earth. When I say that, I mean it. This is the most beautiful city. Diwali is a wonderful festival. It is a festival of lights and love. It is also a time for celebration. As you all know, Diwali is celebrated all over India and in fact across the globe with great joy and happiness. Every year we gather during these festive times by showcasing our culture and letting the world know by symbolizing the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. It is an occasion where people overlook disputes, friendships, and relationships become stronger. This day also reminds us to do good deeds to the humankind and to stay on the right track to living happier lives. You know, we all know it is very important during these turbulent times of violence, war, famine, and mental health crisis. On this auspicious day, my sincere plea to all of you, let's all work together to promote peace, love, and harmony. Let us all stand with Mayor Johnson to reform, perform, and transform the city of Chicago. Mayor Johnson, being an educator, you have proven leadership with an ambitious agenda of expanding opportunity with robust economic growth. It is your time and it is high time to reform or to transform this city and bring back the glory this beautiful city of Chicago had enjoyed many, many decades. We are very confident you will lead us during these turbulent times. And again, I thank every one of you for joining us here today. There are so many elected officials. Thank you for your valuable time. I would be remiss if I did not mention with sincere gratitude and appreciation for Indian American Business Council led by Ajit Singh and Kirti Ravuri for their great work during the time of need and also continued work for the community. Thank you. God bless us all. Thank you.
Mayor Johnson, Consul General Somnath Ghosh, Alderman Jason Irvin, and many other aldermen and elected officials. Diwali is a holy festival for Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, Buddhists, all over the world, celebrated by over 1.5 billion people. It symbolizes the victory of good over evil, celebrated first in Ayodhya over 5,000 years ago by the citizens with lights to celebrate the victory and return of Prince Rama to Ayodhya. Mayor, we want to thank you that you have spent your time to host the Diwali function and celebrate with us. We are glad that Hindu American community was part of the coalition that helped you become the mayor. And we look forward to working with you to make Chicago a better place for all the citizens. So please call upon us what we can do to contribute towards the growth of Chicago and making it a better opportunity. And thank you all for coming today, especially Ajit and Kirti for making this possible. Thank you. Happy Diwali.
Honorable Mayor Brandon Johnson, we have here my colleague, Honorary Consul of Nepal here. I have, I think, more colleagues here. We have a number of aldermen and women, Jason Irving, Lamont Robinson, some came and left this venue, Mitchell Harris, Pat Dowell, Walter Barnett, David Moore, and we have here, of course, already spoke, Dr. Barai, Dr. Srivas, and all the leadership of India-America Business Council. Ladies and gentlemen, a very happy Diwali. In this celebration of light, I wish you wisdom, success, and prosperity, like all 1.5 billion people who follow Diwali, including 34 million Indian diaspora all over the world, and that includes 4.5 million Indian origin people in the United States. My special thanks to Mayor Johnson for his initiative to celebrate Diwali, which, like International Day of Yoga, has become a global celebration. Greater Chicagoland is home to over 250,000 Indian and Indian origin people. There are many more for whom Diwali is one of the most important festivals. On this day, the Indian community does not pray and wish for themselves alone. They wish and pray for all human beings, fellow human beings, not counting race, religion, ethnicity, or background. Mayor Johnson, I am proud to report that people of Indian origin are doing exceptionally well under your charge in all fields of their endeavors, as professionals, engineers, doctors, as investors, entrepreneurs, academicians, and innovators. Their financial, business, and academic achievements are only some of many indicators of their positive contribution to the American society. As world's largest democracy and most diverse and tolerant society, India is a critical force for global growth, for technological innovation, peace, and stability in this world. India is home not only to those who follow Hinduism, but also world's third largest Islamic population of 200 million people, and tens of millions of Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, each of them are big enough to make a country themselves, etc. India is an example of tolerance, coexistence, and diversity of religion, language, and ethnicities, living peacefully and pursuing individual and national dreams, respecting democracy, respecting human rights, and universal brotherhood. Thank you. Indians and Indian origin people strongly stand with the City Authority of Chicago and all other elected authorities in the Greater Chicagoland for peace, for development, and for further prosperity of the city and its beautiful suburban regions. This is only the microcosm of 4.5 million Indian origin people in the United States, whose contribution to United States is nothing but positive. I thank Mayor Johnson once again and your team for looking after us well and for organizing this event. We are with you in all your positive initiatives and endeavors in the city of Chicago to make it more beautiful, more prosperous. Once again, Happy Diwali.
What a lovely day and a beautiful opportunity to celebrate Diwali with all of you. I am Beatriz Ponce de Leon. I am the first ever Deputy Mayor for Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights for the City of Chicago. And I just would like to thank Mayor Brandon Johnson for having the vision and the valor to create this role for our city, which is a city of immigrants. It is a privilege to serve Chicago in this way. I'm the daughter of immigrants from Mexico, born and raised here in Chicago, and I have seen throughout my life the real opportunities that immigrants and migrants bring to our city, the beauty that they bring to our city in our food, in our traditions, in our culture, and in our vibrancy. And so for today, in this Festival of Lights, the joy that we celebrate today, I think is representative of the power and the beauty that all immigrants and migrants have shared around the world, but specifically in our beautiful city. I would like to say that our Office for Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights is set up to do work that is urgent and today, but is also future thinking. So we are an office that will advocate for the rights of migrants, refugees, and immigrants. We will work to promote immigrant integration, whether people arrived here last week or 20 years ago. We will work to connect communities from different countries and different places to Chicago, and we will also be a uniting force to share powerful information about immigration policy, about resources for immigrants. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a part of what makes Chicago great.
Thank you all for being here today. I want to first, thank my colleagues for joining me today. Alders, Vasquez, Silverstein, Dow, Burnett, Irvin, and I see David Moore, Alderman Moore is hanging out with his tan suit on today. Thank you for bringing more controversy to the politics of Chicago. We're also grateful to have our city treasurer with us as well, Melissa Conyers Irvin. Please give them all the applause. I will say, I'm getting used to being in the public eye, but I did not know that the Indian American community knew my favorite color. So thank you all very much. I think I'm gonna just wear this the rest of the day. Is that okay? But I am truly honored to host the Diwali Festival here in City Hall in partnership with all of you today. I want to especially thank the Consul General of India. Thank you so much, Consul General Ghosh, for your leadership and your kind words and your vision for the world. In fact, all of the elected officials here who are leading to bring a real lamp unto our feet, as the Bible says, and a guide throughout our path. I'm especially grateful that the incredible singers that did an amazing job, and you can feel the love, even though I'm not quite sure the whole translation, but it was just such a beautiful reminder of the unique soul that we have in the city of Chicago. So thank you to our singers. It's clear that only light can take out darkness. And there's so much darkness around us. And as we celebrate, as we triumph this moment, as we celebrate Diwali, I want us all to be reminded of our ability to shine a light to cast out darkness that is trying to overtake the very essence of who we are as a people. In the Festival of Lights, which lasts over the next 5 days, we want to make sure that as we put out darkness, that we do everything in our power to ensure that it never returns. And we can take this as a reminder that in the midst of the darkest nights, we must come together to be a bright example for the rest of the world. And time again, Chicago has faced great hurdles and challenges where many people may have counted us out. But let me let you all know one thing about Chicago. Not only are we the greatest freaking city in the world, if you come at us the wrong way, we don't duck, we swing. And we have to make sure that as we swing, that we are swinging towards justice. In fact, the important part of the city of Chicago, our strength is in our ability to collaborate. I often talk about the importance of Black liberation in particular. And Black liberation has incredible roots within the Indian American community, because it was through the struggle for your liberation where we found our example. And so make no mistake about it, that the forces that are working hard to divide our country and to divide this city, they will not prevail. And as we celebrate the Festival of Lights, it's a reminder of how the Indian American community in the city of Chicago have come together to support our education efforts, business and health and sciences and social services, and so many other facets of our city. Our celebration today honors the beautiful traditions of the Hindu community and is a part of my administration's commitment to uplifting the unique communities that make up the city of Chicago. I really am truly honored and proud to be able to celebrate the Festival of Lights today alongside all of you. And today, let us spread prosperity and peace and joy and love and goodwill throughout this moment. And in years ahead, as the difficult days are in front of us. We know that we will get to the other side as long as we are working together to celebrate holidays and traditions and the contributions of the Hindu community and other communities of faith across the city. It becomes a guiding principle of how we show that Diwali is not just 5 days, but it exists within inside of all of us every single day. I hope we have a prosperous new year, and I do appreciate the work that we've done to find ourselves in this moment to lead. And you all have surrounded me during a time when others did not think my victory was possible. And also, the gifts and the food I take pictures of and I send to my family in the midst of their jealousy because I finally have more gifts than they did. But life is much better for the people of Chicago because of the collaborative work that we are doing. So let's continue to show our example, to lead with light and love, to build a better, stronger, and a much safer Chicago. Thank you. May God bless you in the city of Chicago.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and a distinct honor to have been invited to propose a vote of thanks. And let me hit the ground running in thanking Mayor, the Honorable Brandon Johnson, with a round of applause. Mr. Mayor, you opened this magnificent quadrangle of the City Hall in celebrating the festival of Diwali. It's truly for us, it's a historic occasion, and for that we salute you, Mr. Mayor. And we are profoundly grateful to you for taking time, spending time with us. If time is money, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to submit that we owe to you a great amount of unquantifiable amount of capital to you for spending your precious time with us, and for that we are eternally grateful to you, Mr. Mayor. In front of everybody, we assert our loyalty to you in your journey, in your endeavor to bring about those principles of equity, the goodness, and the prosperity to the city of Chicago, Mr. Mayor. And we stand ready, able, willing, determined to work with you. That being said, let me quickly thank some of the gentlemen who really helped us putting this event together. First, of course, I would like to thank the President of the Indo-American Business Council, Mr. Ajit Singh, who worked tirelessly very hard. Ajit Singh, and now I'd like to, of course, the very venerated gentleman, Mr. Consul General, the Ambassador Somnath Ghosh, for his gracious presence, the man who is widely esteemed and venerated in the Indo-American community. And now also I'd like to, of course, gratefully acknowledge the presence of Dr. Bharat Barai, Dr. Srinivas Reddy, and a whole lot of aldermen, Alderman Shweta Bed of City Council of City Aurora, Alderman Pat Dowell, Alderman Deborah Silverstein, of course City Treasurer Melissa Arvin, who presides over $9 million of budget, if I can correct. Thank you, Melissa, for your presence. And earlier we had Justice Sanjay Taylor and also Judge Reena Vantan. I think they left already. And also I'd like to thank Julia for the wonderful emceeing this afternoon. Thank you, Julia. And of course, Walter Bonnet, thank you so much. And a whole host of community leaders, FIA, in the India Hub, Harish Kolasani, Sunil Shah, and many of us. Thanks to the media, Suresh Bodiwala, thanks to Prachi Jetli and Krishna Fani for media coverage. Suresh Bodiwala, thank you, gentlemen. And may I lastly request, Mayor, as a tradition for Diwali, you need to distribute 5 boxes of sweets to the dignitaries.